Hi everyone, this is Laura and I have a few projects to share with you today. This is a 12 by 12 layout, and if you have been watching my channels, you know I have set myself upon a few goals here. I have had this paper collection in my stash like forever, and the other day I was cleaning and organizing and I realized the summer's almost over and I have so many unfinished projects in my craft room. And I've just been really busy and really distracted doing so many other things. And I really need to put a halt on a lot of stuff and just get to the little things that I need to get done. So I decided to take the rest of the summer off. Uh, I am not going to do any more challenges um, unless there's a good reason. I'm not doing any more mailings of any kind until I get a few little things that I need to get done. And plus, back to school is right around the corner, and I really need to concentrate on getting my girls ready and set. So I decided while cleaning that a good way to distract myself for the rest of the summer, um, since I'm not going to be doing any shopping for a while, is to get all these little projects that I haven't finished done. So let me get to my layout real quick. Enough chitter chatter. I have here a piece of yellow and green plain cardstock, both American crafts that I layered on top of each other. I just cut I believe it was half an inch on both sides to create a quarter of an inch border all around the page. These stickers actually were part of a sticker sheet. Some were monkeys, some were words, and I just very much wanted to create a layout with the title Little Monkeys Jumping on a Bed because I have pictures of all my children doing this. I don't know about you guys, but my little monkeys, when they were little, were so bad. They jumped on the beds all the time. Um, the other reason it is one of my favorite songs that I used to sing to them. And yes, I have a horrible, horrible singing voice, but nonetheless, mommy sang to them the little monkeys jumping on a bed, and one, two, three, four, five. Of course, I had to, that's part of the song. I had to put that down there. So basically, what I did was I took a green piece of vine sticker from the collection. These are two separate sticker stacks. And I'm not too crazy with the little over here, but I glued it down. I was already committed. I wasn't happy with it, and unfortunately, it has to stay there. But it says little monkeys jumping on a bed. And then, of course, I have all the little crazy monkeys hanging off the vines. I want them to look like really wild and crazy. I have two 5 by 5 photos here that I cut out freehand using a template. And this template I cut out of my Cricut. And where is the template? Oh, my template disappeared. Oh, here she is. This is a template I cut out on my Cricut at 5 inches. And guys, I had mentioned this on a previous video. I do know how to reglue my Cricut mats, but even regluing them and constantly using them puts a lot of wear and tear. Not to mention the glue can be kind of costly. Not to mention that sometimes you just, how do I say this for lack of a better word? We just get kind of lazy and we don't really want to take out the Cricut and go through the cartridges and go through the catalogs. And I think sometimes that stops us from using so many of these great, great shapes. So one way that I overcome that is that when I cut out on a Cricut, and this was for a previous project, if I see that it's a fairly easy shape to cut out with my scissors and it's something that I can use over and over, I will cut out two. One I will save as a template and the other one will go on my project. So that's just a little tip for you guys. It's not that I don't know how to glue the mats. I do know how to clean them and re-glue them. It's just such a pain in the neck sometimes to do all that. And I find this way I can utilize my die cuts a lot more. I still love using my Cricut. I use it often, not often enough, but this is a nice way to A, conserve on the glue, and B, on those lazy days to just get the job done. So um, I distressed everything on this page with vintage photo. I have a little Stampin' Up! Tab here that my good friend Sharon cut out for me, and I just basically took one of the tabs she sent me and put some designer paper over it, fussy cut it out just to copy the tab. I used hers as a template, and then I just laid this down and cut it out. I have a button here, and these leaves that you will see throughout the layout are also part of the sticker collection, as is this vine. I took this photo mat and I put it all on pop dots. And over here and here, these are two border strips, also distressed with some vintage photo. Here I created a banner for this sticker. This is a sticker also from the collection. Then to that I added these little heart button and a heart brad. Down here I have 3 buttons from my stash. Again, that vine sticker going across the page. Over here, for the first time, I have created a little, I don't know if you call this a flare or a bottle cap, but I made an embelly. How's that? What I did was I cut out a 1-inch circle in this designer paper. Then I fussy cut little Mr. Monkey here. I glued them both down. I let it dry for a few moments. And then I added lots of glossy accents in the center. And guys, I got this idea off of YouTube. I've seen, like, I'm not lying, everyone making these. So although it's my first time trying them out, I'm not gonna say, I can't even remember who I saw first make this, but I know a lot of views do make them, and I'll just give everybody on YouTube credit for that one. Certainly not my idea. And then over here, again, another perfect example of taking a die cut from the Cricut, saving one when you do projects. This one I cut out of craft paper so it's nice and sturdy. I just took that, um, I traced it onto my designer paper. I cut it out by hand, distressed everything with vintage photo. On the inside, I do not have the same card as the Cricut because this is more for a boy layout. So I just cut out a simple square. I fussy cut the monkey and I added some border. I added a little border from the paper collection, and now I have a really cool journal spot. The button in the center of the envelope is a 1-inch circle punch. Just cut out some designer paper. Again, fussy cut a monkey. I added some glossy accents to the monkey. Hopefully you can see that. And now I have a nice little journal spot. So that's my layout. And I was very much into trying to kill as much as this paper as I could last night of this collection, but I wasn't really up for doing another layout. And then I realized I really don't have a lot of cutesy cards in my collection. Most of them are either image or they have a sense of very girly, um, vintagey kind of feel to them. So I decided this would be an excellent collection to try to make a card. Um, can I tell you guys how funny is this that I find this to be a lot harder for me making cards like this than, well, let me give you an example. Cards like this, I can make a card like this and have so much fun. And other than the coloring and practice my coloring, I enjoy them. But I don't know why I have so many problems making cards with stickers or cutesy cards, or I guess you would call this a whimsy card. But yeah, I have a lot of, um, no, honestly, I really have a hard time with them. But in any case, I tried my best. Um, I This is a leftover piece of 12 by 12 craft cardstock, and that's what I used here for the borders, and here, and for the banner here. So what was left over was this piece of paper. I took that and I just folded it in half, cut off all the edges that were not even, and it wound up being a 5 by 6 card. This paper here and this paper here is part of the paper collection. This, and this are stickers, as is this over here. Um, this white die cut here, that's from my spellbinders, and that's part of the eyelet circles, and it's the biggest circle in the pack. And then this here, this is one of my dynamic banner dies. And what I did here is I first cut it out on the craft cardstock, and then I cut it out, well, a piece anyway. I didn't really cut out a big piece on this pattern paper, and then I cut another piece out on this pattern paper, and then I just fussy cut all these little pieces off just to give the banner some cutesy to it, so that it could be different colors. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this card. I can always come back with some, either with one of my little tiny stamps or with some tiny little stickers that I have, and I can always write a message in here. Hi, hello. There's a lot of words that I can put here. And I don't necessarily have to start at the top. I can always start in the middle. For instance, I could put HI exclamation point flower flower. So I distressed everything with vintage photo. I did place this die cut on Pop Dots. Um, Over here is just a little sticker of a banana from the collection. And I pretty much didn't want to do too much to this card in case I needed to add some balloons, some presents, a banner with a gesture, because I really am not sure. I just wanted to have a whimsy card in my stash in case I ever need it. Here I have a green piece of ribbon from my stash, and I just made a little tiny knot, and it is running across the card, but the die cut is covering it. I have 3 little yellow buttons here that I thought would be cute in the corner. On the inside of the card, I have little pieces of extra papers that I'm going to keep in this card so that I don't lose them, and they will be this, this, and here. And of course a little monkey. And these scraps I will keep here just in case I decide to do something different on the inside of the card once I figure out exactly whom I'm giving it to. I have another piece of the banner die here, and again I did the same treatment to the to it as the front of the card. I distressed everything with vintage photo, put it on some Pop Dots, and just hung it on the inside. Another sticker from the collection. This is a designer paper from the collection. This is just a plain piece of yellow cardstock that I cut out in a square, distressed with some ink, and this is a border from the paper collection. I did cut all the corners of the card with my EK Success Corner Rounder Punch. And that's my card. So I will put this away just like this until I'm ready to use it. And now I have a cutesy card. I'm not so crazy about it, but I did use my paper collection. So those are 2 more projects that I have finished using this paper collection. I will probably do one more layout for you guys, and then I might have to take a break from looking at all this yellow and green. It's driving me crazy already. But I do have a few other projects that I had discussed that I do need to finish. So I'm going to be going back and forth. But I think I can squeeze one more layout before I give up the yellow, green, and brown for now. Um, Hope you all enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you liked the layout and card. Please leave any comments that you may have and any questions down below. I will talk to you soon. I hope you all have a very, very blessed day. Bye now.